dementia now? How dare you even assume that you know what's going on? You lost your memory, not your sense. Oh, geez, tragedy, bud. Hey guys, welcome back to Gail Talk Dog. I'm Gail, and this is my Asian content channel. Those are the crickets. Guys, I am so sorry about the crickets. I've been trying to do videos during the day where they aren't making all that noise, but then that's where everybody else in my neighborhood decides they have to make all the noise possible. So the nighttime is the only time I get to make videos. That is why my videos have been a little bit, well, inconsistent, a little untimely. Please forgive me, please bear with me. That being said, let's get into today's review. Today I want to talk about the 2021 film called Recalled. I've also seen it translated into Memories of Tomorrow, and it makes sense to the movie. I'm actually finally on time with the movie somewhat. This movie dropped in April of 2021 and I'm watching it in June, so that is timely. Other trailers that we've watched on this channel were older Korean movies, so I'm pretty proud of myself for catching this one so early. And I haven't reviewed the others, but I'll do that for you guys at some point. What I'm going to do today, for whatever reason you're watching this video, I'm going to give you just a little gist of what the movie is, and I'm going to tell you what I really liked and maybe things that I didn't like, my overall rating and recommendations. I mean, maybe it's not going to go exactly like that. I'm not working with a script here. I'm kind of just we winging it. We flowing, right? You know what to expect. You already know. South Korean movies generally, almost always, are amazing. I actually haven't seen one that I didn't like yet, but I know there must be one or two in there. So I have to say almost always. Guys, listen. You're in for a ride with this one. So this movie starts off. Okay, so, and we're not drinking alcohol right now because I need to have my thoughts in order for you guys. So our two main stars are Seo Ye-Ji and Kang Woo. This was, I believe, the directorial debut for our screenwriter and director, Seo Yoo Min. So, I mean, she has been a screenwriter for a while. After I saw this movie, I said, let's look up other things that this director did, and I think this is her first popularized one. I saw one from years back, but it didn't really have a picture or anything. So I believe, and for what this movie is, and for being a first-time director, I think she did a really fantastic job. And the actors, listen, great actors, great dynamic acting, top tier chef's kisses. When I tell you, it's a good-looking cast, and the acting is really, really amazing. This storyline, I've never seen a story like this, with all of these plot twists and the final being, like, the ending climax being what it is. Tell me if you've ever seen anything like this before. I personally have not. The movie starts off with our main character, Soo Jin, and she wakes up in a hospital. Homegirl was in an accident and she lost her memory. She has no idea who she is. And her husband comes to visit her, who is our next main character, Kang Woo. Listen, when I saw him, I was like, God damn. I was like, you look like somebody I wouldn't mind dating. I was like, I could look at that handsome face for a very long time. Let me just stare at you because I feel as though we have a connection and it might be love. Very good looking man. So she has no memory of her life before. And her husband is telling her, who she was, like what she liked. And you can really just put yourself in her position. Having no memory of your life before, who you were. Girl, you don't know if you prefer beer or you prefer hard liquor. You don't know what kind of vodka you like. Somebody else has to tell you that. I could never. Look, I can't even imagine. She's, she's trying to get back to some sort of normalcy, and she's reading and learning about her life, but she starts having these visions, okay? And she's having visions of the future, things that shortly after come to pass. And she's trying to prevent them, but she can't. And you're like, what? You could see the future now? Now, obviously, her husband doesn't believe her, and her doctors don't believe her, and they think that she's hallucinating. Because, I mean, you have brain damage. You can't tell the future, sis. But how are these things happening, right? One thing I really, really like about this movie is that you experience the movie with the main character. Let me explain. She wakes up at the beginning of the movie. She has no memory. You don't know what her life was before. She doesn't know what her life was before. What was her life? Girl, I don't know. It's like everything she finds out, you find out with her. And there are no flashbacks in this movie to give you an idea of what's going on, because that would be cheating. She doesn't know, so you don't know. So every little thing she finds out about the past, and little clues she gets, and she starts piecing things together. You piecing it together with her. And you're like, you get this information, right? And you're like, okay, so then what the logical course that this could be? The only logical answer is this. And that's what she's thinking too. But both of you guys are wrong, because listen, it's a South Korean movie. How dare you even assume that you know what's going on? You don't know. This movie also takes place in 1.5 hours. 1 hour plus a half an hour. 1 hour and 30 minutes. 1 hour. When you cut an hour in half and you slap that together, you get a half an hour. Fantastic pace movie. This movie kind of gets it. They don't drag it out. When I saw 1.5 hours, it's like 1 hour and 36 minutes or something. So let's cater some time for credits and whatever. Really good pace. They don't stick. They don't keep you like, okay, this is dragging. This is not a slow burn. Personally, I don't like slow burns. This one, it keeps you guessing. Obviously, are you going to be watching the movie and you're going to try to figure out what's going on? And you're going to think, oh, I've seen something like this before. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You think. That's what you think based on what's happening. And then it changes. Like, trust. Trust. Just trust, okay? So, it happens at a really good pace. Everything is unraveled. It's structured really, really well. And it just... the dog done barking. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. I think I gave you enough without giving you the plot, you know? Those were things that I liked. I liked the pace of the movie. I liked the twists in the movie. I liked how we were experiencing things with the character. Things that I didn't particularly like, and it's not about the movie itself. So it might be somewhat of a spoiler. I'm going to timestamp it so you can skip ahead if you like. You'll know where to stop. One thing I didn't like. Well, let me say the first thing I didn't like. When our main character, you know, she's back from the hospital and she's on medication, obviously. She has brain damage. And she has to take these pills. But my girl, we only ever see her taking these pills when her husband gives her these pills. And she just popping these pills normal. Excuse? You're a grown-ass woman. You lost your memory, not your sense. You can't take your own tablet. You can't sort out your own medication. This man have to put it in your hand and you don't even look at the pills. I'm sure she don't even know how much she taking, what colors they are. She just like, whoop, swallow the pills. Listen, honey. No. No. So I didn't like that. Because that didn't make sense to me. He goes to work. Why? How? He just has her pills sorted out for her, and that's lovely, great husband of the year. But why you not taking some responsibility for your tablets? Because you be home, not doing anything, because you don't know anything. Like, you know? So that didn't make much sense to me. I don't even know what was going on with these pills. And the second thing that didn't make sense to me was when main detective and his little sidekick were going up to the apartment, right? This was when they were chasing after the brother. And while taking the stairs, for some reason, they took the stairs to go up to the apartment. They pass our villain, and well, they pass a man. He notices a bloody knife. And they tackle him and they take him down. Well done, great detective work, high five. Why is it that after you notice that, you take down the man, too early, tackle him big time, top policemen, both of you have to now take him downstairs to the police vehicles? Because whose blood was that? Who did he just stab? Shouldn't somebody have gone up where he was coming from to see who needed help? Because you know the person you're chasing after is up there. Would you not think, oh, maybe he stabbed him? You knew something was fishy, so why did two of you have to escort this man who was handcuffed downstairs? Why couldn't you even just handcuff him to the stairs, you reel in, and both of you go? Now, I don't know if that would have changed the outcome of the story because, you know, what happened. But that to me wasn't making sense. That math wasn't matching at all for me. So those two things, you know, those are just two kind of things that I didn't particularly, you know, but once you can look past that, and you can, because it's not like major parts of the story, it was fantastic. It was freaking amazing. This was a wonderful movie. And I really, really, listen, I give this personally, I think this is like a 7.5, maybe like an 8. Let's stick with 7.5. No, 8. It's 8. This is an 8.
Are you sure about that?
0.5. It's an 8. Watch the movie and give me your ratings. I really think this was, the plot line, absolutely amazing. Totally different. Didn't see it coming. So many twists and turns. I was a little bit dizzy, but I enjoyed every single moment. I really, really enjoyed this movie, and I really think you will too. Please check it out if you already checked it out and just kind of wanted to hear what shit I had to say. Comment below and tell me what you thought. If you agreed with anything that I said, if you disagreed, and maybe there were other little holes in it that, you know, you didn't. Oh, okay, no, I can't tell you that. That would be a spoiler. So yeah, comment, talk to me down below. If you liked this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. It does help me out a lot. And subscribe for more, of course. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.